what you should know is that one of the best sports games on the NES is a game called Super Dodgeball. What you might not know is that the developer behind that game actually made lots of games featuring the very same characters. They were called the Kunio-kun games. They included basketball games, hockey games, all kinds of freaking games. And the reason you might not know that is most of them were only released in Japan, which is an injustice, and has been for decades. Hey, Kunio kiss my ass, Technos. Alright, I take it back. Well, that was years ago. It's unhealthy at this point. Besides, the ones that were released over here were classics. Super Dodgeball, a little game called River City Ransom, and this one too. It's Nintendo World Cup for the original Game Boy. So you might know this as an NES game. It was originally released for Nintendo's home console in 1990. The Game Boy version came a year later. But just like how the NES game is widely considered one of the best soccer games on its system, so is this one for the Game Boy. And no matter which version you go with, you're getting a great soccer game. Could have gotten a great hockey game too, but come on, that was years ago. Let's not cling to the past, it's unhealthy. So you start by picking your team. You have 13 countries to choose from. And, if you're familiar with Super Dodgeball, you already know where this is headed. If cultural sensitivity is on the left, we're taking the sharpest right f***ing imaginable. The Italian team looks like they just offed somebody for disrespecting the family. The Russians look like they're all Ivan Drago. And, of course, the Spaniards are all wearing Cordobés hats. Because, apparently they're playing flamenco at halftime. Not for better or worse, though, the stereotypes aren't as comically over the top as they are in Super Dodgeball. I mean, in that game, you're playing the Chinese in Tiananmen Square, the Kenyan team plays in the depths of the jungle, there are penguins in Iceland. I mean, it's ridiculous. This one doesn't go that far. I mean, some of the teams do look different, and Spain has 2 players named Juan. Okay, that's actually kind of ridiculous, too. You know what would have been funny? If Technos did a textbook on world cultures. Would have started World War III. But anyway, to me, that's always been one of the most memorable things about these games. I mean, they're certainly reflective of the time period. But look, don't hold it against them because they're awesome sports games. And Nintendo World Cup plays just like Super Dodgeball, too. It's very simple. You're just passing and shooting. You can also do crazy, powerful shots. I mean, it feels exactly like Super Dodgeball, but with soccer. So the solid controls, the stereotypes, and the screen flickering too. I mean, and that's a Super Dodgeball trademark. I never thought I'd see another game with that kind of flickering. Nintendo World Cup's all like, hold on, Juan. I'll show you how to flicker, compadre. So basically, Nintendo World Cup's like that one uncle. It's fun, but well, he sure says some things. But I really do love this game, though. I mean, it still plays really well, and the graphics and the music totally have that Technos charm, too. It's just really well done. And even though it's a simple game, you can actually tweak your strategy a bit, too. You can set your teammates to automatically pass, so the ball's bouncing around like a pinball, or you can let them dribble. And of course, in-game, you can demand a pass or set them to shoot. And it reminds me of a primitive version of Super Mario Strikers, which is one of my favorite sports games ever. Nintendo World Cup has very similar gameplay, although obviously it's a less refined version. This is easily one of my favorite Game Boy games, and it's a great example of how to do arcade-style sports games, like in general. I mean, even now, 2 decades later, this thing's still a lot of fun to play. And sure, in some ways it's a bit too simple, but in other ways, it's a bit too awesome. If you're willing to scrap complexity for power shots and cultural stereotypes, nobody does those things better than the Kunio-kun. Maybe Archie Bunker. And in top form there, Edith, in Nintendo World Cup. Huge thanks to Athanasios, our dear pal from Greece, for sending this classic into the show.